Alrighty there, everybody. Packmaster here, and oh, it's right. I forgot I leveled up. So, it's telling me something's new. I've already read this. I've already seen that. I've seen that yesterday. So, but again, we're still getting that maintenance. Now I assume by plus 20 hunter rank, that means by the end of the season, by the end of EX40, we'll be getting like anywhere from 1 to 10, and then with the added 20. So I usually kind of place more into the 8 or 9, 8, 9, 10 kind of. I sometimes place 10, but it's kind of rare. But now I've also got Lancelot finally, so I can finally stop about my my Lancelot. I finally got him. It took me 30 gems on the resummon and about 6 resummons. Now, here's also something else that's pretty interesting. When I open this menu, okay, I was gonna say when you open this menu, you might see something funny. But let me scroll down a little bit. You'll see it. You'll see it eventually. Just wait. Yeah. Also got another Arthur as well. So, when I get more merit points, or when we get burst emperors and stuff like that, I'll max that Arthur out as well. Now, obviously, this one's maxed out. I'm not changing anything on this one because it's already maxed. So this time, instead of getting all elements to attack, I'll get these ones. I'll get the probability increase, leader skill spark boost enhanced, and enhances the parameter boost to 60%. I'll get those, and I'll keep this one, and it breaks attack parameter limit. Now that's what? Because that's 60, so that's another 60, 70, 9, wait. I'm sorry, I'm messing this up. But anywho, you pretty much get the point. I'm going to be having a separate Arthur for a separate build. Now, this Lancelot, I've already noticed that he has break attack parameter limit ready, but I kind of want to get this. But I realize now that if I get the 2-turn BB stuff, it might be a bit better, or it might be a bit worse, depending on what I choose to do. Like, it really does depend, because then I'll wind up with like a 5 extra points, or if I get, like these two, which I don't want that one. I think I mentioned it in the other video that I pretty much said I'm going to get BB reduction, breaks attack parameter limit, parameter boost, and a couple more things here and there. Maybe these, the attack, defense, and recovery reducing effect negation for BB and SBB, because that's really good, especially for other trials. And you don't know what we don't know what the new Ezra trial could bring. Now, back in the Summoner's Training Ground, I'm gonna do a kind of a bit of a better review this time. So instead of having Lancelot, I'm gonna replace it for my Fei and Fang. Now, again, same team as last time, but did I change? I think I changed someone's spheres. I think I changed her spheres last time to, I put magical device on her instead of whatever thing I had last time, and I changed from the attack max HP to the 20% double cast, because I was like, you know what, it seems like a pretty good idea. It's 45 SP. Obviously she's not maxed out yet. I kind of want to be able to get her maxed out. Now, I kind of want this as well, because like I mentioned before, like if you have this, like if you have fill to max on here, like you're set. Like you can have any spheres on her, I think, and she's pretty freaking good. Now also I have the second one, and I'm gonna be making a kind of a Europe based team, so I'm gonna have like maybe Lancelot lead, double Natalames, double Arthurs, And you know that shit's gonna get crazy. Like, that's gonna be really crazy as soon as I do it, because what's gonna wind up happening is it's gonna be double cast from Natalame and Arthur, and Lancelot has that mitigation, which is really fucking cool. Now, manage items. Now, also, I did manage to get the rest of these stone items, so we're gonna use these. I would power up the whole team, but it seems like that would actually take up a bit more item slots than needed. So, yeah, you know, we'll just do it. So earth, light, and dark. There. Now, also, the reason I have it back at 1 enemy, like, I think before I had 3 enemies I put on, but we're gonna try to make everybody have the same amount of power as I use Arthur's UBB. We're gonna click on the log, and we're gonna see how much damage this does. I think it's gonna be able to do still a shit ton of damage, of course. Change actions again. UBB, nope. Again, you kind of want to have it to be like forced. Well, see, when it says forced like that, it means it'll only use that thing, like only use SBB, and that's good in some cases, like for some units, like if you have units that have a very hard time filling up their SBB. Oh, come on. Like if you have units that have a very difficult time filling their SBB. I'm trying to think of a good unit that has that type of problem. Well, okay, any mitigator that doesn't really have a BB efficiency boost, or pretty much any boost that helps them fill up their BB gauge. But we're going to see how much, like, I know it's going to be a shit ton of damage. Like, I tested it before. It's like 200 million damage or something. But I don't think it's going to be able to hit that much. Yeah, because Nox is like having a heart attack right now. But before, I was able to get it up to 200 million. Like, it's insane what you can do with these guys. Oh, maybe it's because I had Lancelot. Whoops. Now, also, as you've been able to tell, I don't have Lancelot's. I mean, I have his ES sphere. I have Arendite, but the other problem is I don't have another sphere frog to give to Lancelot to give him another sphere. That would be really nice to give him one, because he can be really powerful, both as a mitigator and as a spark buffer. Like, he's pretty much a good all-around unit. Like, you see a lot of people use him as lead sometimes. You see people use Arthur as lead because that double cast. I don't think you should be seeing a lot of Natalame leads, because she's not really a good leader skill. But she does have a good, just in general, a good skill set. Now again, 50% boost to a certain type from the elemental stones here. Now, I'm gonna do this. Oh yeah, the latest Windows features here. Snooze. Okay, so because I had it doing a ton of damage before. Like, I should be able to do that again. Like, right now she just hit 30 million, I think. And yeah, that's the thing. I think I'm starting to realize what that guy meant when he meant Natalame casts a bit too soon, because it's like right before Arthur. So I think I need to use Arthur's first, then cast everybody else. I mean, even though if I do that, like if I have Arthur's stuff up and ready, I should say, and it's like you use, because I think my thing goes from Arthur to Phelan to Callan to Maxwell Lancelot and then Natalame. She casts the double cast, I think a frame early before Arthur can jump back into place, because she goes back, uses her double cast, she goes. Then these guys all come back because of I think Arthur's or Natalame's stuff. Now, also you'll notice that it's not really doing a ton of spark damage. I think also it's because there's multiple enemies, but it's kind of a variable thing when it's in the summoner's training ground, because you're trying to like figure out how much and of what thing. So I think it should just, I wish there's like a reset button right here so you could like reset all the enemies. So we're gonna have fire enemy, water, max self-healing, turn revival. So in case any of them die, that's right, you have to like turn them all on. So I'm actually going to try a multiple elemental team here. On, off, off. Keep forgetting to turn these guys, I keep forgetting to hit that button. So, let me see. On, cool. So, I know this team isn't like a mono team, so the elemental weakness damage isn't going to be super powerful, but it should at least do something. Those, and we've got these. So now there's 6 enemies. Now this is pretty much like a direct recreation, well, minus the health, but a direct recreation of how the first level of some Frontier Hunters go. Like you have the nymphs, you have like the Pegasus, you have like all these other random units here. So thank God the whole board's reset. So I'm gonna try to do this again to see. Well, I mean, now there's gonna be a shit ton of spark damage that's gonna be going out. Yeah, like this. I really wish I could open the window a bit more so I could see what the hell's going on. But then Nox, then OBS would just pop something else up. But now she's doing 65 million. Arthur's doing 70. 76 million for Arthur, I think. Yeah, see, we're breaking the 200 million, I think, right? I'll wait for the numbers to stop rolling around so I can actually see what the hell's going on. But as you can see, we have a shit ton of spark damage, too. Arthur's still going. Good God, how many hits is he gonna do? Like, this is another good thing, is that if I have a second Arthur, I can replace Lancelot and just... Oh, because this Arthur is the elemental buffer. If I have the other one that has the skill boost, then... Well, if I have the other one that has the proc chance boost, then Frontier Hunter is going to be easy, especially with Maxwell. Like, if I just constantly keep having that Maxwell lead, or the Maxwell friend, count on Maxwell... leader skills, it's going to be easy. Or if anyone still uses Dizzy from Guilty Gear, I really wish I had Dizzy as well because she is pretty powerful. But yeah, this is, what is that? 500 million, 584,428 damage, and 584 sparks. Elemental damage is about 46 million. Spark damage was 410 million, just about. So we're pretty much 500 million damage here. Like, I'm going to try that again because now all the units are buffed up and hopefully we should be seeing more carnage. So I'm actually going to give everybody their respective boosts again. So I just want to see if we can break that 50 million. Yeah, break that 50 million cap because now we have buffs. Like, this could get insane. Well, I mean, this isn't already insane, so there's that. 100 million. Like, this is pretty fun. Like, I know this is kind of a stupid video for me to make, but it's amazing to see how much damage these guys can do. Like, again, having another Arthur Having the Arthur with the skill boost would just be absolutely fucking nuts. And for some reason, I think we're going to be able to break that cap of 500 million. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because it seems like, yeah, definitely not. So it seems like that was kind of like a one-shot deal. Or it was like everybody's sparks were... Well, everybody had to be sparking in sync. And this game... Oh, the Nox runs really, really slow. Despite the fact I have it on... high performance... Oh, I don't have it on speed. That's why. Okay, so... Maybe if I put Nox on speed, if it would do any better. So we're going to save these conditions, I think. Let me actually go up here, and I'm going to put speed, save settings, restart. So I'm just going to move to the side real fast. So pretty much what Natalame is capable of is she can do a ton of spark damage, and she's pretty much capable of having that extra double cast, but it's not recommended you use the UBB because it's not powerful, but it's good, but it's not powerful. Like the 2800 cap, I think Arthur breaks that, I think. And where did Nox go? Hello. Well, we'll be right back while I figure out this technical difficulties. Okay, everybody, we're back. It was because I think I put it onto the speed mode and it didn't want to work with OBS. So let me think. Well, besides pretty much her being able to do a shit ton of damage, also I need to give these two outgifts again. I might have to do that when Forbidden Tablets comes back out. Because Forbidden Tablets, a lot of the outgifts you get from there are actually pretty good. But, like, the outgifts you get from... What is it? Like, actually, take care of that. Manage items. So, pretty much again, what's going to be happening is, see if I can break that. I'm going to try to break the 500 million, 500 million cap that we hit last time. In the last couple minutes worthy of a segment here. Now log. I'm still kind of wondering if that really was a one-shot deal. Also, I think it might be having the spark number count, it constantly shows up. So I might want to change that. Might want to lower that a lot. Oh, and also what's different is that Phelan's SBB keeps it powers up with each use, which is actually pretty good. You can power it up a total of 3 times, but it seems like we're only going to be hitting that under 400,000, under 400 million, I mean. But irregardless, this is still a really powerful Frontier Hunter team. Being able to use all these characters, especially the Europe exclusive units, because they're really powerful. Compared to other global exclusive units, these guys are really powerful. Again, I'm going to be powering up this Arthur getting Lancelot's SP options built up. Pretty much trying to get as many SP options for both Lancelot, the new Arthur, and both of the Natalames I got. So hopefully this has kind of shown a bit of insight on how powerful this unit can be, especially for the SBB. Like, you keep using that. Like, what I keep mentioning is if you have add zone BB gauge to max effect SBB, you're gonna be dealing a shit ton of damage all the time, every time, because then she pretty much overshadows Arthur in a way, but won't really completely erase Arthur from the meta, because again, Arthur has Physical BB gauge to max, critical damage, spark damage. He's got all elements to attack. I mean, and also 2 pretty powerful spheres as well. Like, these spheres, like, you can constantly go on the either the global or the Europe thing of the wikis, and you'll notice that both of these spheres are pretty easy to proc. So like Caliburn, again, it's really easy to hit that spark cap you need. I think it's about like 20 or 30 sparks. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Again, I gotta work on Savia. Where's Avant? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting Avant too. I have all of his stuff maxed out. Den Magius. So I'm gonna put on Den Magius and see what else would I need to put on him. Den Magius and I'll prop that up, and spark vulnerability. I don't think he needs that. Spark damage, slightly boost BB gauge, restores HP. Could use the Buccaneer banner then, because the Buccaneers banner has a 125% spark damage increase. Flag flower. I think I should put. Yeah, we'll put that on him. Buccaneer banner and Den Magius. And for this Fanfang, since they just have like the platinum sword, I think I'll just have to give the bow. I'll give the bow back to them. Bow of Passion, platinum sword. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm gonna keep like experimenting with all these different units, try to max certain units out. And you know, with that being said, guys, this is kind of like one of these weird videos where I don't really do. It's kind of like I guess you could say it's kind of a review, but I guess you could say it's kind of like a damage insight to see how much power this unit has. Now, also, I think I should mention this too. Something I didn't notice originally when it loads. You go to, where is it? Is it in the world summon? I'm not 100% sure if it's in here or in somewhere else. Because it might be somewhere else then. Maybe in here. So, with the release from the Badlands units, we're getting Arthur Lancelot come back. 10 gems for 2 units. You can resummon 2. Not bad at all. Get Arthur or Lancelot. Pretty good. Standard pictures. Whoa. Oh my god. Would just be nice if it would actually do what I'm trying to tell it to do. No. Okay, so pretty much what's everything here. It pretty much says somewhere in one of these things it says like be ready for more Badlands units. Is it in the summer news? Because I forgot. It might be. Because I remember seeing it earlier. Also, these guys might be Omnis. I'm not entirely sure. It seems like they are because, yeah. What, Summergate? Yeah. Be sure to watch out for more Badlands updates. So, another bit of speculation, more speculation. I'm assuming that Jake and Cobalt will be coming out. Because Natalame was released separately. Jake and Cobalt were released separately. And I also think Plumatachi is coming. Because she was released separately. Like, they were all released as their own individual units. Now, Jake, Cobalt, and Plumatachi, though, will be coming out as 7 stars. There'll be 7 stars units from the gate, like Arthur and Lancelot. But it'll be like a triple summon, like it'll be like the 3 featured units. And, obviously it's going to be like the 5 gems, standard stuff. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But it doesn't seem like we're getting any light until the 23rd BNC. Which would be nice if we had a kind of a date on when that was going to happen, or when it is going to happen. So, yeah, BNC 22. So I'm assuming again it's going to be around August, or the end of July. So pretty much same difference. But I'm assuming we're either getting an exclusive unit that's going to be based off of the Badlands, or we're getting Jake, Cobalt, and Plumatachi. Now, it seems to be obvious that that's where it's going to, because Jake is a Spark critical buffer, I think. I don't know what Cobalt is, because I don't have Cobalt. No, I don't have Jake, but I read all the unit details. And Plumatachi is pretty much kind of an all-around unit. Like, she's meant to do a lot of different things, but I don't know if she's going to be buffed or nerfed when she comes to global. Arthur was buffed and nerfed when he came to global. His original 90% got buffed, debuffed to 80% in global. Lancelot, I think, also got a couple debuffs here and there regarding his mitigation. Because I'm not mistaken, because I have Lancelot in my Europe account, so I think it's something that has to deal with the BB stuff, because I think his BB stuff is strictly mitigation, then this is like strictly spark buffing, and then that's just extra stuff. So, I mean, that's just a little bit of stuff I'm kind of seeing for the future, but it might be different. Brave Frontier Global always has stuff to kind of shake up everything else. So, that's the summon gate. I already have two of her, so I don't really need to summon anything. But that seems to be the only other direction this really seems to go to. Jake's an Earth unit, Cobalt is a Dark unit, and Plumatachi is the Light unit. So, seeing that we got Arthur and Lancelot, it could also mean that we could see other units from Neo Avalon in the near future, if Europe is actually going to be releasing all those. Or we could see some of the Apex units. Maxwell, Cardez, Zavala, what's his face? I keep forgetting his name. Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh Sheriff, Cert, and a bunch of other units. I can't remember all the units' names, but those are the few I do know, like from the Apex series. But it could be that we're going to see all these units come out sometime in the near future. Probably not. That's probably the case. I'm probably not going to see them come out anytime sooner or later. But, you know, that's just kind of speculation in hindsight for the future. So, again, we don't know what that end of summer giveaway or the end of July giveaway could be. Again, it's probably just going to be like Burst Emperors, Spear Frogs, maybe some gems here and there. I don't entirely know. It might be that way if they're feeling nice. And by they, we're talking about Gumi. So, hopefully that's what happens. But, you know, not really much else to say. Not really much else to do. Because I'm still waiting for Omni Plus. So I can get my units Omni'd and maxed out. To do the trials all over again. And I'll try to do them all in one video. I'll try to do as much as I can in one video. So, with that being said, that's pretty much all the news and stuff we have today. So that being said, you know, Packmaster here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to comment down below. Tell me what I can do better in the next video. And see you all in the next video.